Metro Exodus will officially release on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S on the 18th of June. For those looking to play it on the newest home consoles, 4A Games has released a brand new trailer which confirms that the game will indeed run at 60 frames per second and with the much desired ray tracing enabled with 4K resolution. The sole exception for this is the Series S, which will be capped at 1080p. 4A Games also revealed Metro Exodus will release physically on both systems as a complete edition. This will include the base game as well as all the extra content and major expansions. The game will also be available in digital format through the PlayStation Store and the Microsoft Store, both of which will have the same content. However, if you already own the game for either platform, the enhanced upgrades will be completely free to download. Microsoft continues to crank out monthly updates for the Xbox Series X and Series S, with Maze Software Boost enabling you to get back to your games even faster than before. This update for this month's features improves to the Quick Resume feature that enables users to dive back into games when they're left off. The new Quicker Resume feature will be faster and more reliable for the current and upcoming Xbox Series X games. Microsoft says it is now tagging games that support Quick Resume and you'll be able to organise them as such, while also adding a shortcut to the group on your dashboard. Hence, you'll be able to see which games are fully loaded and ready to hop back in at your convenience. In a post on the Xbox Wire blog, Microsoft said, Quick Resume is a feature powered by the technical capabilities of the innovative Xbox Velocity architecture in both the Series X and Series S. It lets you seamlessly switch between multiple games and resume gameplay instantly right where you left off. With this update, Quick Resume is getting even better with improved reliability and faster loading times. Insert Coin Clothing is your one-stop shop for all your gaming apparel needs, whether that's t-shirts, hoodies, hats or whatever. So if you'd like to get your hands on some of the merch that you may have seen featured on the podcast, head over to insertcoin.com and use promo code XBOXTavern20 for 20% off for a limited time. Link will be in the description below. EA has released a host of free downloadable content for the Mass Effect remasters and revealed how the Xbox Series X has the superior console version. There are a few multi-format next-gen games where the Xbox Series X has superior performance, and BioWare have confirmed that Mass Effect Trilogy is one of them. BioWare has released details of the game's various graphical options on consoles, and the Xbox Series X is the only one that supports 120 frames per second, with the PlayStation 5 limited to 60 frames. While 60 frames is highly desirable, 120 frames is a luxury that isn't even noticeable without a high-end TV or monitor. However, it is a good indication of the extra power that the Xbox Series X has under the hood. The game, or rather games, will have two different modes to choose from, one of which prioritises frame rate and the other graphical quality. This works out slightly different for each console, which can quickly get confusing. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition graphics modes will be as follows. PS4 will be 30 frames at 1080p, PS4 Pro will be 30 frames at 4K, PS5 will be 60 frames at 4K, Xbox One will be 30 frames at 1080p, Series S and Xbox One X will be 30 frames at 4K, and Xbox Series X will be 60 frames at 4K. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition performance modes will be PS4 at 60 frames 1080p, PS4 60 frames 1440p, PS5 60 frames 1440p, Xbox One 60 frames 1080p, Series S and Xbox One X 60 frames and 1440p, and the Xbox Series X will be 120 frames at 1440p. The most noticeable there being the Xbox Series X at 120 frames at 1440p, but also seeing that the previous gen Xbox One X matches the PS5 in the 60 frames and at 1440p. That is all from myself, folks. I will be back again at the same time next Wednesday. If you like what you hear, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all next week.